Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into four simple but really powerful ideas that can act as a kind of compass for your daily life. Let's get right into it. You ever have those days where you feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions? You're trying to juggle work, your personal life, your goals, and it just feels like chaos, right? It's so easy to lose your balance in the middle of all that. Well, what if you had a simple compass? A quick mental checklist you could use to get back to your true north, no matter how crazy things get. That's exactly what we're looking at today. So, here they are, the four big ideas from our source material. The past cannot be changed. Happiness is found within. Kindness is free, and you only fail if you quit. They sound simple, right? But they're real power. That comes from actually remembering them day in and day out. So let's break each one down. All right. First up, we're tackling something we all spend way too much time on. Section 1, releasing the past. The first rule is just a fact, as solid as gravity. The past cannot be changed. I mean, we all know this logically, and yet we spend so much of our emotional energy trying to mentally edit what's already happened. The first step is just to stop fighting a battle that's already over. So this really boils down to a choice, doesn't it? Are we going to let our precious energy leak into the past, replaying old mistakes over and over? Or are we going to invest that exact same energy into right now, the only place we actually have any power? It's about switching from being a historian of your regrets to an architect of your present. It all comes down to one single word: acceptance. And this doesn't mean you're forgiving or forgetting anything. It's just acknowledging reality. It's letting your past be a chapter, not the whole book, and taking back your mental energy for today. And honestly, that's freedom. Okay, so we've made our peace with the past. Now, where do we actually find our joy? Well, that brings us to our second big idea. Section 2, happiness is an inside job. Here's another one that sounds simple, but is actually pretty profound. Happiness is found within. This one goes against pretty much everything we're told to chase after in the modern world. Think about it like this. Chasing external validation, a promotion, likes on social media, whatever, it's like a sugar rush. It feels awesome for a minute, and then it's gone. But internal contentment, that's built from stuff like gratitude and self-worth. That's like a really nourishing meal. It lasts because it comes from a source that you and only you control. And that's the real game changer, isn't it? Realizing the power source is within. You don't have to wait for the world to give you permission to be happy. The ability to create your own joy is already in your hands, no matter what's going on around you. All right, so we've dealt with our past and our own internal state. But how do we interact with the world around us? Let's jump into section 3, the currency of kindness. I absolutely love this one. I think it's my favorite, just because of how accessible it is. Kindness is free. It doesn't matter who you are, how much money you have, or what kind of day you're having. This is one thing you have an infinite supply of, always. I mean, what does it literally cost to hold a door for someone, or to offer a genuine compliment, or to just listen without interrupting? The cost is right here. Zero. Absolutely nothing. But then you flip that coin over, and the value? It's priceless. For you, it creates connection. It actually boosts your own mood. And for the person on the receiving end, well, your small act might be the one good thing that happens to them all day. You just never know how far those ripples go. So the big takeaway here is kindness. And it's not some soft, fluffy, nice-to-have thing. It's probably the most valuable and powerful resource that every single one of us has. Okay, let's get to our final point. And this one might just change your entire relationship with struggle and failure. Section 4, you only fail if you quit. Just let that sink in for a second. You only fail if you quit. That completely changes the definition of failure, doesn't it? So check this out. You set a goal. Step 2, you will hit an obstacle. That's not a sign of failure. It's a guaranteed part of the process. The magic is step 3. You pivot and you learn. You use that obstacle as data. Then you try again. And you just keep that loop going. So you see, failure isn't hitting the wall. Failure is the conscious choice not to get up and try again. And it all comes down to this one powerful word: perseverance. Stumbling, making mistakes, getting things wrong, that's not failure. That's just feedback. The only true failure is taking yourself out of the game for good. So that's the 4 big ideas. But how do they all lock together to form a solid, daily mindset? Let's do a quick recap. Here's the whole toolkit. Number 1, accept the past so you can free up your energy for the present. 2,
Generate your happiness from the inside out. 3. Use kindness as your way to connect with the world. And 4. Keep going, because progress is the goal, not perfection. You put those all together, and you've got a pretty powerful compass for life.
And that's a wrap on this explainer. So I'll just leave you with this one last question. Which one of these 4 points are you going to consciously carry with you today? Maybe one of them really speaks to where you are right now. Just pick that one, focus on it, and see what happens. Thanks for tuning in.